Cody. Cody's part of Yoga with Jan because as we do our practice, he'll bark. That's just who he is. Right, Codes? He'll like to bark. So I apologize in advance, but this is just part of real life and getting used to our circumstances, and sometimes life happens and it's up to us to figure out how we're going to deal with stuff. Oh, I thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, he's licking my feet, which is kind of tingly feeling, not thrilled about it, but he likes to do it. Okay, so we're going to start our yoga practice, okay? Thank you. So what we're going to do is, first of all, thank you for joining. Some days it's hard to get up. It's hard to just put yourself out there. So I think it's really important that we appreciate all that we do. So I'm just going to take a moment and close my eyes and just recognize that I'm here. I could have been staying in bed, but no, I decided to come and stretch and be with myself because I'm important. And so are you. So let's start by just taking some nice grounding breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Notice how you're sitting. Maybe you want to stretch up a little bit. Keep breathing though. Sometimes breathing can be challenging in itself. Notice the air going in your nostrils, filling up your lungs, and breathing out. Let's set an intention for today. Bring our hands together into our heart center. Lower your head, and whatever you like, set your intention. I am here. I am present. I am strong. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I like to do when I wake up, I'm a little tight, so I feel blood flow is really great. So let's go onto our hands and knees. Great position to start off with. Putting our hands underneath our shoulders, our hips on top of our knees. Our feet are flat, and we're just going to look up. And as we look up, our back will arch. Take a breath and release by bringing your chin to your chest and rounding your back. Take another breath. Looking up. Inhaling with your nose, exhaling with your nose. And release. Head to chin. Chin to chest. And making a curve. One more breath. Looking up. And release. Chin to chest. Making a dome with your back. Do 2 more. Your own pace. Remember, this is your practice. It's what makes you feel good. If anything bothers you, don't do it. Take a break. We listen to our bodies and we honor them. Okay? On your last exhale, let's come to a neutral position, and we're going to join our toes together and extend our knees to the width of the mat and slowly bring our buttocks down to meet our heels as much as you can, and with your arms stretch forward as much as you can. Don't have to go all the way down. If this is as much as you get, that's fine. It's whatever makes your body feel a slight stretch. Now, if you feel comfortable, I told you Cody would bite. If you feel comfortable, you bring it further and further until you just say, okay, this is enough, Jan. And then slowly lower your head. And we're just going to sit in this position, enjoying the stretch. We can feel our lower back expanding. Take a couple of breaths, and as you breathe into the lower back. Let it release. Let's get curious. What's going on in your body? How does it feel to be in this position? Maybe you want to move your forehead a little, side to side. Maybe you want to stretch your arms a little bit more out. Maybe wiggle up your hips, get them further down. Whatever feels good to you. And remember, breathing is key. In and out of your nostrils, your nose. Okay, now I'm slowly going to get up. Now let's bring ourselves back into table position. And we're going to take maybe one handful forward and tuck our toes up and raise our legs into our first down dog of the day. And as we're here, we may want to pedal out our feet and just stretch those calf muscles. See how it feels. Everyone is different, so you do what you like to make your body feel good in this stretching moment. And when you've had enough of the pedaling, you can take both feet and bring them down. If you can, you bring your heels down, toes up. If not, you just wherever you are is good. And just breathe. We're going to make sure our arms are stretched. Our head is between our hands. Our point of vision is our belly button. We're looking inward. Our shoulders are trying to meet in the back, pulling them together. And just breathe. If you ever get tired in a position, you can always lower your legs and go back to your child's pose and rest. These are two resting nice positions. This is the child's pose, and the other is just lying on your back in a corpse pose. Okay. So now let us go back to our forgetting what I'm saying here. Let's go back to our tabletop position, and we are going to move up just a little bit like that. And we're going to take our right leg and stretch it out and just move it up and down a little bit, giving that calf another little stretch, waking it up. See how it feels for you. Okay? And then we're going to bring that leg back, bring the other left leg, and just on the toes, back and forth ever so slightly, noticing how your muscles are feeling. And breathing in and out. Okay. Now we're going to take both legs out into plank position. Plank position, where we're parallel to the floor, hips are raised a little, head is just straight. We're not up, we're not down, we're just straight. And hold here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly lower your knees. We're going to take this nice and slow. We're going to take our right leg and we're going to bring it up. up. Now if it only goes like this in the morning, my leg only goes like this. I'm going to gently bring it closer to my hands because I know that I can reach it. If you're here, that's totally fine. If you can go here, that's great. Anything where you are is what is correct, okay? So we're going to put our foot in between our hands, and we're going to raise, if we can, the left foot. And just notice how this feels. If this is comfortable for you and you want to go a little further, take your right arm and you're going to stretch it up, and your gaze will be at your right thumb. Remembering to breathe. Slowly bring that arm down, and we are going to lower our left leg, switch, and bring your left leg up between the palm of your hands. We're going to bring our right leg up again, if you can. And when you're ready, we're going to take our left arm up to the ceiling, and our gaze will follow and look at our left thumb. Remember to breathe and hold the position as long as you can, and then slowly bring it down. Okay? Let's bring our right leg to join our left leg, and just release our head. It's nice to release our head. If you can touch the floor, that's great. If you want to bend your knees, that's fine too. Wherever you are, take the position. Sometimes I like to join my elbows and release a little further to get that lower back stretch. Whatever works for you. And then we're slowly going to release our hands and slowly come up. Your head is the last thing that comes up, and the slower that you come up, the better the stretch is for your vertebrae, your spine. And just pause here for a moment, standing in mountain pose. You may want to roll out your shoulders a little bit, hands facing outward. Your head is parallel, and close your eyes or lower your eyelids and just breathe for a moment and see, notice, how's your body feeling in this moment in time? I am capable, I am strong. I am capable, I am strong. You may have your own I am statement going on throughout this practice, or you may follow the cues that I'm suggesting. Whatever works for you. This is your practice. You are in control. Slowly open your eyes when you're ready. How do you feel? How are you feeling? You should feel a little bit of blood flow. And now we're going to do a little bit more to get our blood feeling, our body feeling a little bit more active. Okay, so do what you can. Take rest. Remember the child's pose. You can come to at any position. You can always pause the video, whatever works for you. Okay, so I'm going to go to the top of my mat. Legs together, hands by your side, and we're going to slowly, slowly go through this. This is the sun salutation, classical style. So we're going to take our hands. We are going to put our hands together, thumbs to the chest, and slowly raise our hands up. Our hands are facing outward. We're going to take a nice deep breath. We're going to bend back what's comfortable, and then stretch forward to a flat back, and then bend forward. You want to bend your knees if you can't touch the floor. If you can, keep your legs straight and try and take your forehead to your legs. One leg, right leg goes back, into the floor. Unfold your toes, hands by your feet, look up, and take a nice breath. Hold your breath, and take your left leg to meet your right in plank position. Looking forward. Slowly take your knees down. Your chest is going to go right between the center of your hands. Elbows are close to your chest, pointing upward. Slide your belly forward. Roll your shoulders back. Point your toes. Put your toes under. Up into mountain pose. Bring your right leg between your feet. Knee down, toes pointing, hands by your side of your leg, and look up. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. And when you're ready, bring your left leg to join your right. Head down. Take both arms to your ears. Straight, flat back, and then slowly come up. Breathe in and breathe out as you do a small back bend. And put your hands together into the front of your chest. Now we will do the other side. Breathing in, stretch up, fold back to your front. Hands to your feet, bend forward, take your left leg back, knee to the ground, unfold your toes, look up. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. Take your right foot, join your left in plank position, knees down, chest between your hands, elbows by your side. Slide your body forward, shoulders back, toes pointed. Tuck your toes up into mountain pose. I'm sorry. Yes. Stop for a second. Put my shirt in. Okay, back to our mountain pose. Feel the stretch. Now we're going to take our left foot, place it between our hands, knee down, untuck the toes, and look up. Put your foot together, head down. Take your arms forward, lead with your arms by your head, and then fully up. Take a breath. Slight back bend. And then arms together to your chest. So now we have done one full round of sun salutation. Do another round at your own pace, and then we will meet together in child's pose. Okay? So at your own pace, arms up, stretch back, fold forward, into the ground, stretch, reach other foot, plank, down, chest between your hands, slide forward, shoulders back, up, into mountain. Right leg up, knee down, unfold the toes, stretch, hamstrings, match the foot, stretch arms first, hinge up, back, fold, hands together, in front of your chest, and breathe. Left side. Take a nice breath up. Exhale. Inhale, fold forward and down. side, your butt forward, shoulders back, back into inverted V. Bring your left leg up, knee hands, knee down, point your toes, and stretch. Right leg meets your left. Bring your hands straight, meet your ears, and hinge up. Stretch back, and hands to your chest. Now I'm slowly going to go into child's pose and rest for a moment. Sitting on my heels, head down, arms by my side. And I'm going to take 3 nice deep breaths. And then I'm slowly going to come up and go back on my back, slowly going down, taking my legs apart, my hands to 45 degrees, wiggle my shoulders so they feel good and open, and I'm going to take 3 nice deep breaths. Noticing, how do I feel? I did great stretches for all my limbs. I am powerful. I am determined. I am capable. You mentally say that to yourself. Okay, when you're done, meet your legs together, point your toes, take your hands, interlace them, place them straight over your head, and take a nice stretch and point your toes. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, now take your hands, still with them interlaced, place them underneath your head, tuck your chin in a little that preserves and helps your body. Now, we're going to start with 5 leg raises, single leg raises. So let's take our right leg, lift our leg up, point our toes towards us, and circle your ankle 3 times to the right, 3 times to the left. And when you're done, release and bring your leg down. Take another breath, take your left leg up, 3 turns to the right with your toes, and 3 to the left. And then bring your leg down. Okay. Now we're going to do alternating leg lifts. One with your right, and down, your left, and down. That was 2, now 3 with your right, 1 up. This is our third, and down, left, and down. Right, this is our 4th, and down, and left, and down. And one more with our right, up, remember toes pointing towards you, and down, and left, up, and down. Now this may be where you're at, and that is totally fine. If you feel like you want a little bit more, we're going to do both legs for 5, okay? If you are said, okay, Jan, I'm done, just hang out in the Shavasana position with your arms to the side and legs up and your chin tucked in, okay? For those of you that want to continue, let's do it. All right, bringing both legs up, hold for 1 moment, and slowly bring them down. 1 more, up, and slowly bring them down. Another up, breathing in Remember, always breathe in with your nose and breathe out. Do not hold your breath. This is a flow. One thing, it's really good to be aware of what you're doing. Breathing in and breathing out. One more. Let's hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring it down. Good job. Excellent core strength, that determination of holding it. Take a moment here, take a nice breath. And just recognize what you are doing for yourself. Now at this moment in time, if you're not used to doing these crunches, you might be getting some pain here. And if so, and even if not, let's just take our knees up to our chest, wrap our arms around our knees if we can, and just breathe in, keeping our head on the floor, and we're pulling our knees as close as we can to our chest, pointing our toes, and breathing. Okay, from here, take your hands and place them on your kneecaps, and we're going to just make circles, small to medium circles, going out. This is giving your lower back a very nice massage naturally without having to go to the spa. We're getting it on our own here, natural, and that's wonderful. And now go back. And the great thing about this is you know your body. So you know if you need to have bigger circles to get that spot that might be, giving you a little bit of, not feeling so great, Jan, or a little smaller, which, this just feels wonderful. So this is us being kind to our bodies, knowing what it is that we need to make ourselves strong or stronger. Okay, so we're going to put our legs down and just breathe. Now we're going to slowly turn to our right side and use our left hand to help us sit up. Nothing is strenuous. This is all slow and flow of your own self. We're going to come back onto the mat. And this time, we're going to stretch our legs forward. And we're just going to sit up nice and tall, making sure that our spine is straight as possible. And we're going to raise our hands up, take a nice breath with our nose, and exhale, leaning forward. Now, when you lean forward, touch wherever you can. It may just be your shins, it may be your thighs, whatever it is, but try and keep your spine straight. If you have the flexibility, great, you move forward, you touch your head, your toes, and that's great. But even if you're here, that's great too. Wherever you are is great, in other words. And then once you get to your spot of, okay, this is comfortable for me, I'm just going to lower my head down a little and keeping my eyes, the drishti, that's the point of focal point, is on my toes. I'm just looking at that, my toes, and I'm breathing. Okay, now we're slowly going to sit back up, cross our legs. You may want to adjust by pulling flesh out from the bottom so that you're sitting up nice and tall. And this time we're going to take our left hand, we're going to raise our left hand up as a nice stretch on this left side. And we're going to take the left hand, and the right hand is going to go in the middle of our back, and the left hand is going to go on our right knee. And our body is like a sponge, is just getting twisted. And as slow as you can, try and look to your right shoulder. Wherever you get to is where you need to be. And just breathe. Notice your neck should not be strained. Your neck is just following your body. And your gaze is towards the back of your body, right shoulder. Now take your left hand and release. This time you're going to take your left hand, place it to the middle of your back. Your right hand goes up, taking a nice breath and turning and placing your right hand on your left knee and gently twisting this time to the left. And wherever you can, you go to your max without hurting yourself and just breathe. Look over your left shoulder and twist what's comfortable. And slowly come out. That's great. From here, we're going to take our soles of our feet together, close as we can to our groin, hands cupped around our toes, and we are going to sit up nice and tall and gently start doing our little butterfly wings with our knees. So we're going up and down comfortably. If you like, you can close your eyes during this time and just breathe, knowing that you are here for yourself. You are in control. You can do what you put your mind to. I am strong. I am present. I am in the moment. Okay. Slowly open up your eyes. Now we are going to go back on the mat. Slowly roll down. This time we're going to take our hands, our knees are bent. We're going to take our hands close to our bodies and bring the soles as close as you can to your butt, as close as you can. And then very, very gently, we are going to breathe and pull up from the sacrum. We're tilting our pelvis up and then slowly bringing up the rest of our spine into a bridge, okay? And go wherever you're comfortable. And while you're doing this, you should be pulling in your tummy and tightening up your butt, because this will protect your lower back. When you squeeze your butt in, it allows your lower back to release. So just as much as you can, breathe 1, 2, 3, and we'll slowly roll down from the top of your spine down. We're going to do 3 more like this at your own pace, okay? Breathing in and up, holding in your tummy and squeezing your butt, and breathing out. Breathing in and up, and breathing out. Breathing in and up. And breathing out. Now we're going to take our right leg and place the ankle over our left knee, just a little, not the knee, but before the knee, between the knee and the thigh. And then take our hands and hold onto the back of the left thigh. And as much as you can, this may be as far as you go, or you may be able to go closer, you're going to bring your left knee closer to you so you're getting a stretch in your butt and your hamstring of your right leg. And just hold for a couple of breaths, noticing where you're tight. One side may be tighter than the other, and just breathe into the area. And release. Switch legs. Left leg, ankle goes over the right. Hands go between the right thigh, and you gently bring your leg as close and comfortable as it to feel a stretch now in your left butt and thigh. Sometimes people like to put their leg out to get a deeper stretch or pull further to get it. It's just where you are. Whatever feels good to you to have a nice little stretch. Don't forget to breathe. And slowly release. Now we're going to turn onto our tabletop. Now from tabletop, we are going to, this is all now upper back, which is really great for people that work on computers. So we're in our tabletop position. We're going to take our left hand and we're going to raise it up to the ceiling, look up, and then slowly bring it down through your body and look, and then bring it back up. So we're going to do that 5 times. So that was 1, 2, shoulder to the mat. Remember to breathe. 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to switch sides with our right hand lifting up and threading it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now from here, we're going to lie down on our sides. Our legs are going to bend 90 degrees. Okay. Left arm is straight, shoulder length out. And the right arm is shoulder length out. And then your left arm is going to meet your right. And what's going to happen is we're going to lift up our left arm and take it to the opposite side. And as we do this, our body is going to open up. And again, we're getting this great stretch in our spine. If you can, follow your arm with your head in the gaze and try to get your shoulder to the ground. If it doesn't meet it, that's fine. Go where it meets, and then we'll come back. Okay, so we're going to do 5 of these. We did 1. This is 2. Remember to follow your hand with your head, so your head is also rotating. That was 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now I'm going to switch sides by rolling onto my back and extending my left hand out this time, making sure that my legs are parallel to that arm and folded at the knees. And I'm going to start with my right hand touching my left palm, and my head is going to follow my hand as I turn and touch. I'm trying to get my shoulder down. If it doesn't go down, that's okay, but eventually it will with more practice. And that was 1, 2. Remember to breathe. 3, and 5. Okay, and slowly get up. So you can see that through these arm stretches, our spine is getting all sorts of movement of flow with the blood, and that's what we want. Now the last part is we're going to work up here, and by doing so, we're back on our bellies this time. And we're going to take our arms out into a W position, like this. Our chin is going to be on the floor, and we're in a W position, and we're going to raise our bodies, and our arms are going to stay shoulder length, and we're just going to bring them back. As we bring them back, our elbows into our sides, we are imagining our shoulder blades touching. And then we extend. So just remember a W, right? So it's up, W, and down. So let's do 3 more. Or actually, let's just start doing 5 together. Up, straight arms, W, pull into the back of your shoulder blades, and release. That's 1. Up, shoulder blades, touching, and down. 2. Up, breathing, remember to breathe, and back. 3. Up, four, and 1 more, and release. Just keep your head to one of the sides, either right or left, and just stop for a moment and pause, and then slowly put yourself back into a child's pose to regroup. So again, child's pose is your toes are touching, knees can be opened a little, your head goes down, and your arms to your side. And just breathe in and notice the changes in your body from the moment we started to where you are now. I am unstoppable. I am in charge of my body. As you breathe, allow your breath to go to any part of your body that is feeling that it needs a little bit extra love, and breathe in that love. Okay, I'm slowly going to roll up. So from here, we are going to go into Malasana, and that is taking your feet. This can be challenging for people that are just starting, and if that's the case, I would strongly suggest getting blocks and putting the blocks as levels to sit on. But if you are familiar with what I'm talking, it's like a squat, and you're taking your feet, you're placing them on the ground, and you're just getting comfortable with the ground so that you can place your heels down and your hands in between your legs, and you keep your spine as straight as possible, okay? And so we'll just hold this for a moment and breathe. Now we're going to take our thumb and pointer finger, or pointer finger and our ring finger, and just cup the thumb, if you can, and gently raise your hips up, bring your legs into parallel position, and just dangle and feel that nice stretch in the thighs. Your head is released, which is wonderful for the blood flow. Bring your body as close as you can. If you can't, you can keep your legs bent. Whatever works for you, and just allowing your body to release. Let gravity take control. Sway a little bit. And don't forget to breathe. Thank you, Cody. Now slowly We're going to release our toes. Put our hands to our hips. Look forward and slowly come up. Take a breath and release, looking back and up. Now we're just going to stand in our mountain pose, our hands by our sides, our shoulders down, and I invite you to just lower your eyes or close them and just see how you feel. We're just going to breathe here. Slowly open your eyes. Go down to a seated, comfortable position. Hands to your chest. Think about all that you did for yourself in the last half hour. Remind yourself you are strong. I am capable. I am present. Bowing your head to your practice, knowing that you did this. I thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you another time. Namaste.